All right. When I say respond, you say respond. Respond.
Answer.
Respond.
Answer.
Okay. Well, that'll
Made more
work.
sense than respond, respond.
Well, you know, it doesn't matter.
Because you weren't responding, I was just responding.
Something like that. So we haven't talked in about a week, something like that.
Yeah. 6 days. I
Let's see. Oh,
cracked open a cold one. A
I, d-
nice
I hear you.
Dr. K.
I hear you. Don't start that big K shit.
Oh, well, I don't know what you're talking about.
What's
Did you
this?
go to
No,
the
go ahead.
the, the Brockhampton?
Oh, bro, I saw the Brockhampton last night.
Did Thomas go?
Yeah, Thomas did go, and Kalen.
Damn.
Had the whole crew there. It was popping for sure. It was really good, actually. Like surprisingly
Damn.
good. Why are you saying damn like that? What's your problem?
Well, I could have gone if my brakes worked and I wouldn't have flown through my windshield to a splattery death.
They know how the system works, and they tour a lot, so they'll be back eventually. I mean, it's not.
Yeah,
Also, Thomas told me that Kendrick, SZA, and Schoolboy Q are going on tour, and they'll be in Atlanta in May.
Okay. I mean, that's just good. Like,
That's just the most
that's just
obese
good, dude.
lineup I could possibly think of right now.
For real, they're gonna have damn. They're gonna have damn. They're gonna have damn. They're gonna have control, and they're gonna have And Kendrick's gonna do some old shit, I'm sure. And they're gonna have Blank Face LP out there, and
See,
some old school
but the
Boy
real
Q
thing
stuff, but
is,
probably mainly Blank Face.
see, he did his part of Collard Greens at my show at the Damn Tour show, and that just means that Schoolboy's got to come out and do it with him.
Yeah. Well, that's his biggest song, I think, right?
Um, I don't know a whole lot about Schoolboy, so
The only one I know is Blank Face LP. Really.
I think that's his only album actually.
No, it's not. He had at least two before it, maybe three. Because there's, I think one's called Oxymoron, and one's called something else. I think that starts with a vowel.
Were they
Um,
mixtapes or were they albums?
at least one was an album. At least there's one where he has like the mask over his face. Yeah, one of them, Oxymoron, I think was a full album. Let's see. Um,
Bro.
yeah, Oxymoron was his debut studio album.
Oh
Um,
shit! Oh shit! I looked it up. It's not it's Kendrick, SZA, Schoolboy, J Rock, and Absol. It's all of TDE. It's called the Championship Tour, or yeah, TDE the Championship Tour. Oh my
those
god!
are gonna be some expensive tickets. There's
Oh
no way
my
I'm gonna be able to afford that.
god! Wait, whoa! There's a limit of 6 tickets per event. I guess that you can buy. What the
And to
fuck?
answer this question, Schoolboy had one other album, but I think like three mixtapes. Or no, now it's saying that he had a bunch of albums. I don't even know what's true anymore. He has multiple things.
Well, some people count mixtapes as albums, which they're wrong for that, but
Well, Wikipedia called two different things his debut studio album. So who knows? Not Wikipedia. I do
well,
know his last name's fake.
Q?
No, yeah. No, his name. I think like his last name is Hanley, but as far as I know, he was like born on a German military base, like American military base in Germany, and uh, but like Hanley's neither his mother nor his father's last name. They just made it up and were like, here you go, here's your last name.
And then he changed that shit anyways.
No, well, no, he still goes by Hanley.
Oh, that people call him
That's
that?
why he has that. That's why he has the H capitalized in his name, because there's a lot of H's in his life. He was a Hoover Crip, and his last name's Hanley, his fake last name,
He's
and
cripping
then
out.
some other stuff. Like I think he put a couple tweets about it.
I mean, I'm sure. There, Wow. Okay.
Yeah, there was a bubbling in my esophagus.
I'm sure they were way past this by the time they formed Black Hippie, but there's a little blood crip confliction going on within the group.
Oh, that just adds to it.
I'm pretty sure J Rock is blood too. Not that he was ever a part of the gang, but if he had to pick an affiliation, I think I remember some lyrics about Bloods or Pyrus or something like that.
I mean, it's a good rhyme.
Pyru is a great word.
Yeah, I was, chilling with my Pyrus. You can rhyme that with a lot of stuff. you know. I don't know. These kids, with your, I don't know. Y'all are all out little pumping and doing your Uzi verts everywhere. I don't know anymore.
So I was watching that same, like, well, it's not the one we watched, but it's another metalhead reacting to rap. This guy's name's Yusuf.
Yusuf.
He was breaking down the meaning of the lyrics, which he's pretty good at. But he came to the "I don't do it for the gram, I do it for Compton" lyric.
Mm-hmm.
And he seemed to think it was Instagram. Which I just cannot see being true. And then I went to the comments, and people are like, "It's not Instagram, it's Grammys." I'm like, I also don't think that's true. Am I wrong for thinking it's like a gram, like a drug kind of thing?
I figured Instagram, because there's the "do it for the gram."
But I imagine people have been saying that way before Instagram. Like, do it for the gram, do it for the drugs. Whatever those
what is
drugs
he doing
may
for the
be.
drugs? Making music? I don't know. Could be either one.
Making money.
I guess it has a triple entendre.
I mean, I can see the Grammy thing more than Instagram. I don't think anybody really gives a fuck about Instagram.
No,
especially Kendrick Lamar.
I thought it was do it for the Vine, though. Is the gram? People say that though.
I've never heard the do it for Instagram thing. Do it for the gram. Because
I heard do it for the Vine, and that even then I only heard that when people were making fun of it.
Yeah, pretty much. I think it's one of those things where like one person takes it seriously and then they fall out of it and it just turns into a joke because people assume that it's a serious thing.
Everyone takes it seriously. Yeah. This is not true though. Like like a lot of stuff. A lot of like super right-wing stuff on the internet. I feel like they see one Tumblr post about from 8 years ago and they freak out and they're like, everyone thinks this. This is not true.
Is there a lot of conservative stuff going on Tumblr? Is there something I don't know?
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying a lot of like hardcore internet conservatives probably see one post on Tumblr and freak out about it and think everyone that's not part of the far right is, Demogorgon lizard monster or something. I don't know. I don't even know what a gorgon is.
Demogorgon?
What is a gorgon? A gorgon? Yeah, but what? A demigorgon, that should be like half a gorgon.
Well, I think that's a Stranger Things thing, right? Well, actually, it's a Dungeons and Dragons thing that is now a Stranger Things.
Oh, it is a Stranger Things. It was a predatory humanoid. I was completely wrong. It is not a half gorgon. I don't think.
No, but they get all their names from Dungeons and Dragons and that. So, and I'm sure that came from something else too within itself.
Well, like a gorgon?
No, I'm talking about like Dungeons and Dragons probably took it from mythology of some sort.
Gorgon sounds a lot like organ. Everything about that?
No, I haven't actually. Sorry.
Yeah, me neither.
Full of shit.
Just now though.
So I also went to New York City.
Oh yeah, you did.
That was a good time. I was pretty indifferent.
Are the apples any bigger there?
I saw some pretty big apples actually. Some of those markets.
Okay. Yeah. I wanted to make sure it wasn't just like one of those lies they tell you.
I was pretty indifferent about the city until I went this time. I like that place.
You like it?
Yeah, I like it a lot. It's an interesting place.
A lot of other people like it too, and then they live there. and then it's a lot of people. It's too crowded.
Nah,
To
the
me.
people that live there like it the most, for sure.
Yeah, they're addicted to it. Well, it's like those city slickers. It's like there's constant noise around and there's always something to do.
Yeah, that never
I
bothered
like
me
it.
though. Like I
No,
don't
I
know.
like it too.
It's not too loud. But I noticed some stuff that's there's some definite misconceptions about the old NYC. Like
What?
the two
Don't
things,
tell me the apples aren't big.
the two things that people like to talk shit about is like the rude people and there's a lot of road rage. I think both of those things are wrong. I don't think people are assholes up there. I think they're just all in a hurry and they don't have time for like. So like I did have somebody get like irritated with me because I didn't know what I was gonna order. It was like this hole in the wall hot dog place and like a bunch of people were in there, so they were trying to like sling hot dogs as quick as they could.
Yeah, you gotta sling your meat.
And I got up there and I didn't know exactly what I wanted, and he's like, I said it and he didn't hear it, and he was getting irritated. He's like, just tell me what you want on a hot dog. I was like, all right, like mustard, onions, whatever. And I told him. He was like, cool, and he did it. I'm like, that guy was kind of rude, and I was thinking, no, I was just being slow. He's not being rude. He just has a job to do, and he's trying to do it quickly.
How many people were behind you though?
I don't know, 3 or 4, but it was like a tiny place. It was tiny. Like
Oh, okay.
you have
Yeah,
to,
yeah.
yeah.
Was it a good hot dog?
Yeah, it was good.
Okay, well there you go.
And then
I always hear about like the New York and the Chicago style hot dogs. Did it snap when you bit into the dog?
yes,
Ugh.
is that
That's
a sound of disgust or pleasure?
Yeah, that was a good sound. That was like a good, like, yeah, I'd put that down my throat kind of noise.
You got a little acidic there.
Sick. Yeah. It happens.
And then the road rage thing. You know, I don't. They just honk their horn a lot. I don't think
That's
it's
annoying.
no,
That's annoying.
no, not really. Like if you get in a car and drive around New York City, it's just like it's like a form of communication. It's like I'm about to get
That's
around you.
annoying.
Don't fucking hit me. I'm gonna hog my horn. I'm gonna get your attention. You know, it's not like I'm pissed off. It's like I'm just trying to, just let everybody know what's going on.
Here's the thing: if I lived there, I wouldn't drive a lot, like at all. I would just not drive, pretty much. And so I feel like I'd be walking around like never driving, and then I'd still have to hear the honks, and then that would make it annoying.
It's not.
Like
It's
I'm
not
not
as
even
common
part of
as
this.
like. It's not like in the movies where it's just like constant, like everybody's honking. But it's a little bit more common than these parts.
Okay, how about this? When there's a green light and someone doesn't go immediately, do they throw a honk at them?
I didn't see it happen.
Oh,
Let me say this: Atlanta is way fucking worse
okay,
with drivers.
okay, that's fine then.
Drivers on the interstate around Atlanta are fucking terrible. Like if you're going like 5 under trying to figure out if you want to like take an exit or some shit, like people are fucking flashing you, laying on the horn.
If you're going 5 under on the interstate anywhere, people are not happy about it.
No, it's no, bro. Like if you do it in Macon, they're just gonna pass you. Like if you think it's like, do I want to get off of this exit? And, you kind of have a moment of like.
It depends on where you are. I feel like what part of Macon you're in, you're going through. But yeah,
People are just.
they might pass you, or they might, be a dick. I don't know.
No, 5 under really isn't that bad. Like if you fucking slam on the brakes and you're just sitting there thinking about it, yeah, you're gonna get honked at. But like, just like slow down just for a second. You're not quite their pace. Like people in Atlanta will just fucking. Ugh.
Wish my brakes worked. I bet they do. I bet they just messed up once, but now I just don't want to risk it.
Uh,
You know?
yeah, I don't know how you could like safely test if they're okay now.
No, I'll probably drive it somewhere and tell them like, hey, can you check out my brake pads and see if they're like unevenly worn, because it messed up once and I drove back to my place. I didn't go above 45, but yeah, I can go just stay about 45 and make it to a mechanic or something.
This tour is so fucking fat. I can't like
Is Rick Ross on it?
shut up. Don't do that to him. It's like a month and a half. It starts May
Did it to
4th and it
himself.
ends June 16th. And they hit
Oh, wow.
a different city every night.
Those are going to be extremely expensive.
Mm, yeah. Well, it depends. Like if they're doing like the fucking Georgia Dome or some shit, I'm not doing it. I'm not going.
Where would you go then?
If they went to like Phillips Arena, or I don't know, wherever they went last time, it was like I can't remember where it was, but it was just
What's so
outside
bad
of
about the
Atlanta.
Georgia Dome?
It's big and echoey, and I don't want to be 14,000
Okay.
yards away from the performer.
They'd probably be cheaper there though, right?
Theoretically, but
Oh, and they'd jack it up anyway.
well, we went to a pretty normal sized arena, and it was Kendrick, Travis, and Dram, and Travis and Kendrick were huge at the time, and they still didn't sell it out. Like rap shows don't really sell out like that. Like kids don't go to shows like they used to. You know, like that
Yeah.
Brockhampton, like where I saw Brockhampton last night, the Buckhead Theater, it was fucking tiny. It was only a little bit bigger than like the the Cox Theater here. Like, have you ever been in the?
I don't know that I have actually.
It was just puny, and it still didn't like it didn't sell out. Like they didn't use the top floor. It was just the floor. And Brockhampton is pretty big right now. Like, I mean, there were no Kendrick or, SZA or Schoolboy or any of that. But it was
Yeah.
just a really tiny spot, and it still didn't sell out. Like kids just don't go to shows like they used to. So,
You wonder how much money they're making because they have so many people, to split it between.
well, that's when you're independent, you can make a good bit of money.
Oh, they don't have a label?
I, as far as I know, they don't. Kevin Abstrakt's very weird about that. He really doesn't want. Well, let's hear. Does
I imagine I mean, I don't what are their songwriting credits like?
well, they all write their own verses.
Okay, so so the royalties aren't all going to one person either then.
No, no, and I'm sure they do a pretty good job at splitting it up, because there's also like they count artists and shit as band members, and they had to get something. I'm sure they're not getting as much as like a Kevin or a Joba or something like that, but
Yeah. Or Brock.
that fucking Brock.
Yeah. Him and Richard Hampton. They got all the credit.
As far as I know, they are independent and they started their own label.
That's how you make the real money.
So
You gotta Suge Knight it.
yeah, pretty much. The labels Question Everything, which is theirs.
Theirs.
Um, as far as people that actually do vocals, there's Kevin, one. So I'm gonna count Kevin, Ramil, Amir, Merlin, Dom, Matt, and Joba, and Bareface. So that's 8. I don't know if Dom
Still a lot.
really said. So it was interesting that they did like 10 songs, and then they like let this guy named Bareface come out, who's a part of the group, but his songs are just him, and he came out with a guitar, and I guess and did 2 songs while the other guys like went backstage and rested or something. Like it kind of served as a set break with no gap,
Okay.
and then they came back out, and then there's like John, Roberto, or Robert, whatever, Ashlyn, HK. And I know he does videos. Like all these people are just like either artists or managers or producers or something. I think Joba does most of the producing though.
Uh,
But
hey,
yeah,
you ever get what is it? Oh, go ahead.
no, I don't even remember what I was gonna say. Go ahead.
Well, you ever get it to where like, why is it that when your balls are cold, your ball sack gets harder?
That's true about everything, right?
No,
No, no.
no, it's not true.
What is that not true with? Inform
Well,
me,
like,
because apparently I've been miseducated.
What you think? Everything gets harder when it's cold.
That's the nature
Colder?
of being cold. The particles are more, they're not moving as much. They're dense.
Well, yeah, but you got to think about matter changes form.
Bit. What happens to water when it gets cold?
Well,
It gets
turns to ice.
hard.
But
It turns
did
into
you know that ice
ice.
is actually less dense than water?
I'm not saying it's denser. I'm saying it's harder.
Well, in the interest of density,
But we're not interested in density.
one
You
man's
said, why do your
hardness
balls get
is
harder
another
when it
man's
gets cold?
density. Hey, did you hear about Montana?
No.
What they did? They got a lot of horses up there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're horse people. Well, they're not.
They're horse
They're
people?
not horse people.
What?
They're not
I need
horse
to go to
people.
Montana.
That'd be an ungodly thing, wouldn't it? No, they're people. They like horses,
Yeah, I mean,
and so they heard about the government shutdown. So they have a weird gubernatorial election.
a
It just took
gubernatorial?
place. No, a governor. They elected him, and they elected a horse.
Did they really?
Yeah, it's a fine white stallion.
They just don't give
And
a fuck. Did
and
they?
so I saw him the other day.
You saw it, like, the actual horse?
I saw a horse the other day. I thought it was, this guy. So I go up and I say, hey, are you the fine stallion that got elected? You're governor of Montana there. And the horse looked at me and she said, no, I'm just the mayor.
All that set up. I fucking hate you. I'm so done with you.
Yeah, that happened though. That's real.
Whatever, like,
But did you know that horses, when they're cold, they actually get softer? That's true.
is it
Mm-hmm.
the hair gets softer? Or
Because
I still can't figure out if you're
no,
fucking
it's true though. Because think about it. If you leave glue out at room temperature, it gets that little part on the end that like crusts up. But I think if you left it in the fridge, it wouldn't do that.
I bet you would do it faster. First of all,
I don't think
First
so.
of all, you think when you cut open a horse, just glue spills out like bad Elmer's like
know.
shitty glue?
I don't know.
Oh my god,
Why are we still talking about horses?
dude, you brought it up.
Well, now you're just beating a dead horse. Let's move on.
Oh Jesus Christ!
So speaking of Burger King, what do you like better,
If,
Burger King
no,
or McDonald's?
the other one, McDonald's. Anything's better than Burger King. Burger King is
Really?
trash.
They have the chicken fries though.
But I shouldn't have to resort to one thing on the menu because I
What
can't.
about- what
Everything
about
else
the
is
Whopper?
trash. The Whopper's trash.
What about Whopper Jr.?
The fries are trash.
Okay.
Every size of Whopper is trash. It's just trash. Trash.
They have Okay, well, how about this then? Burger King, or not Burger King. McDonald's or KFC.
McDonald's.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like KFC. But it's not.
Okay.
It's not trash. I just don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them are pretty trash.
I mean,
A lot of KFCs. They kind of went downhill.
you know, the KFC we have used to sell drugs out of the drive-thru for a password. Did you know that?
You mean the macaroni? Shit is addictive.
Shut up. No, it was the ganja actually.
Oh, well, yeah.
So I learned that there's an unofficial frat for both drinking and smoking, where that's the only thing the frat does.
At Georgia State?
No, it's just in general. It's actually pretty widespread. I could be wrong, but
How do you join it?
it's obviously it's not school sanctioned, but the drinking one is Turtle, and it's just called Turtle, and the smoking one is I don't know, whatever.
I mean, that it just sound. Yeah, it doesn't sound like a good time.
But it's like the drinking one sounds terrible. The smoking one's like they just show up on Thursdays and I'll smoke at somebody's house. I'll give you.
No, the drinking one would not be good. The smoking one I don't think would be that great either. But
I mean, it depends on what you're down with, but drinking is just like you're getting really like absurdly fucked up on a weekly basis. Smoking is like you smoke.
well, I mean, it's not. That's not the problem. The problem is that you have like forced drinking buddies.
So
You probably don't like that much anyway.
well, I mean, you probably don't join if you don't like them. It's not forced. You join voluntarily.
Well, yeah.
Do you think it's just like a culling? Like they go through and they just like pick people out and make them drink?
Yeah, I think if you don't drink enough, they kill the lowest.
Well,
Like they kill the lightweights
it's
first.
funny you said that because I typed in drinking frat in a Google, and
Mhm.
all of these headlines are terrible. Penn State fraternity gave pledge 18 drinks in nearly 90 minutes. All right, well, here's the worst one. Bible study drinking game may have led to LSU frat pledge death. Somebody drank themselves to death.
Oh, that happens all the time.
That's so. What the fuck are they doing? You figured like somebody
Wait,
would
they're
know not to
drinking a
do
lot.
it, right?
You ever hear about the butt chugging?
Yeah, that's not good. You shouldn't do that.
Well, just speak for yourself. Maybe you should.
How do I phrase this? Okay. Frat
Frat that drinks.
dedicated to
Well, that's every frat.
drinking. Maybe it is just the certain college I'm thinking about, which I'm sure you can guess.
Yeah, Valdosta, right?
Yeah. No, it's still more headlines that just like, dude, Penn State is on fire. Maybe that's just the most recent one. Oh, I have something to fucking rant about.
What?
Did you watch the Kendrick Lamar halftime show?
No.
Okay. So my
Halftime for what?
the national championship.
Okay. Yeah.
So my dad instantly made the claim that he's lip syncing when I know he's not. He's doing the thing.
Did you do a sound check? Like, were you there?
Yeah, I was there.
You were there? Are you Kendrick?
I am Kendrick Lamar. That's where this is going.
Gee, man.
Big fan, right?
This whole time? Wow. Well, he's alright. Yeah, he's good. I like his songs and stuff.
So he instantly made the claim that he was lip syncing, right? And Kendrick was doing the same thing that all rappers do. Like, some of the parts of his voice are left into the beat so he can take a breath or something like that, or it's like a singing part that he doesn't do. So there was parts where he wasn't, like, the mic was away from his face, but his voice kept going. It was like the heavily edited parts, or you know how rappers do their thing, but he's doing like there are a bunch of ad libs in there. He had to cover up every cuss word with like a or like a replacement, like a homie instead of all kinds of.
Instead of what?
Instead
of friendo.
Instead of okay, we'll touch on this subject.
Instead of buddy.
We'll touch on.
Oh man, let's not touch anybody.
So I'm like, let's go back to Yusuf.
You be touching yourself. That's just kind of, I don't want to talk to you while you do that.
Let's go back to Yusuf, the metalhead reacting to rap, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the usage of, I hate saying this, the N-word is, it's a nuanced subject.
Is that the nuanced?
Yes.
That's the one?
What?
That's the N-word.
No. Shut up.
Oh.
You're making this more difficult.
What is it?
Than it has to be. It already is difficult. Who can get away with saying it, and in what context? It's nuanced. It's complex. This guy is so white that even when he's quoting a song, I was uncomfortable with him saying it. I was like, oh no, you should not have done that. Just don't do it. Just skip it. Like,
what's his name? Yusuf.
Yusuf A.H.
I'm just gonna look up Yusuf Metalhead React.
Like,
is it called Metalhead Reaction? All caps to rap. Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
Element or Humble.
It was Element. It's the one I'm watching, but Humble's the same thing.
This is way too long. I'm not gonna watch it.
Okay, just at the exact 5-minute mark. He's doing that. I'm willing to die for this shit. Take a life, whatever that. But like, he ends every phrase with it, just to make it fall into rhythm, and he still says it. He doesn't even have to. Like, bro, come on.
What, you talking about my man Yusuf?
Yes.
He don't care.
And this video's got a bunch of visual references to a very famous photographer, and he's like picking that shit up, like he's getting it right. Like, he knows his shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, apparently, he hasn't got the memo, Like, okay. Filthy Frank.
I don't think he cares.
No, he obviously has a mentality. And I'm sure he got shit in his last video. He put out another one. He's still doing it. And I don't care. He's quoting something, obviously, he thinks is okay. It probably is. It's like, oh, you just don't, you know.
I don't know. He didn't even flinch when he said it or
I
anything. So,
know it's just straight through. That's the worst
he just doesn't care. I'm telling you. He does not give a shit.
part. You gotta. Sometimes you're quoting something, right? But like, Frank got away with it for years. Filthy Frank. And
Who? There's another one they got away with it too. I think. Can't remember. Oh.
iDubbbz.
iDubbbz. Yeah.
No, he dropped a nigger faggot all the time, for sure.
Yeah.
No questions about it. But like, I don't know. Why could they get away with it? But like, well, PewDiePie's a bad example because that was like very like in the moment out of anger.
Come on, everybody, get off Mel Gibson.
Oh, Mel Gibson, don't even. He's making his comeback right now. He made a pretty good movie, so people are like, let's forget about the anti-Semitic.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, well, he made a Hacksaw Ridge.
Oh, I didn't see that.
He's a really good director.
I'm not a big construction fan, except for the sluts.
Wow, throwback.
Yeah, you're browsing, little construction sluts. 4 comes on, maybe 3.
All right, fine, I'll do it. Construction.
What? You gonna look it up?
Yeah. Sluts. I've been putting it off. Uh-oh, XNXX. Sluts get ruined, hung. Oh my god, what? Oh, wait. I read that wrong. Sluts get ruined by hung
Are you on
construction
your
guys.
desktop?
Yeah.
Oh, you're just unreal.
I'm gonna click on it, actually. Oh god.
That's what phones are for.
Oh god. But that's the only
You
construction.
watching?
It's the only construction.
That was the only construction sluts?
Yeah.
You didn't look it up thoroughly enough. You got to use Bing. That's your problem.
Oh no, I'm gonna. What's the other one that starts on O?
I'm telling you, just use Bing.
Search engines. Search engines.
But are you thinking of DuckDuckGo maybe?
No. What is it?
I don't know. I don't ever use anything other than Google. Definitely not Yahoo. Am I a chump?
So the original 4 in 1993 were W3 Catalog, AlleyWeb, Jump Station, and WWW Worm. Shout out to the old ones.
Construction.
So let's see here.
Sluts.
Stop.
4.
AOL Search came out in 2005 and it's still active? What the fuck?
These images may contain adult content.
When did Google come out?
Safe search is off. Okay, so just show me. There's a whole slew of
No, there's not.
construction sluttery.
You're lying. You're a liar.
Well, I'm not saying videos wise.
That explains why Yahoo's shitty, because it's older. Sorry, Yahoo.
That was you only saw one construction video.
I mean, in the grand
This
scheme
one's
of
called
things, when it's
construction.
George,
This one's called.
Go ahead.
This one's construction daddy 4.
4? There's numbers?
Yeah. 4.
Well, what's 1,
This
2, and
one
3
is
about? I need the lore.
He's probably it's probably a construction child through adulthood, and then 4 is daddy.
I hope. Oh God, I hope there's no child. I hope there's no child part of that at all.
Construction child.
I hope there's no kids at all. And do you
I
think?
mean, she probably has like kids all over her back at the end of it.
Do you think it's illegal to have a kid in a porn video at all? Okay,
Yes, I bet.
they open it up. It's like, mom's like walking in the park with the kids, and then they safely arrive at a babysitter, and the kids go to the babysitter, and they're like, "Bye, kids," and she turns around and goes home, and it gets railed. Right? Do you think it's illegal for them to be in that video at all, even if they're just like a prop in the beginning, an extra?
I bet it is actually.
I'm not gonna look it up.
I don't want to look it up though. I don't want that on my.
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, I'm just not looking that up.
It's just not a smart idea.
Oh no, unless you're into kitty porn, and then you're
Okay,
just not
we're
a
off
smart
this.
person, I guess.
So what do you think about apricots?
Kids like them.
Do they?
So no, I don't know. I've never eaten an apricot.
That's one of those.
I don't know
fruit-
what those things are. I don't think they're real.
Dude, I saw a fucking durian in Chinatown.
A who?
A durian, the fucking vomit fruit.
That's not real.
Yeah, it is.
You're
You
just
know how I
making
know
up
it's real?
fruit.
I saw one.
You know what I like to eat?
What?
I started getting. Do you have any weird eating habits?
I eat too much. That's it.
Oh, okay. Okay. I started doing this thing where I eat like fruits and vegetables sometimes. You know what? You ever eat a sweet potato?
Yeah.
Those things are good. So like a regular potato is terrible, but a sweet potato, that's a good thing.
Is that your weird
Like even
eating habit? Is that it?
well, I know it's that I eat like fruit and vegetables. So, no.
Oh yeah, that is
Um,
weird. That's
Yeah.
especially for
Doesn't
the
make it healthy or anything.
for your class right now.
But like, no, I mean I had like probably like 2.5 sweet potatoes today, maybe 3.
Okay, that is weird. That is weird.
Well, because I realized that at this dining hall they have baked sweet potatoes, but I always thought they had unsweet potatoes. But you know
Some call those potatoes,
they're regular.
but you know.
But, you know, I don't want to confuse anybody.
Did you know there's a fruit called a
but-
jackfruit?
A jackfruit.
Who's Jack?
I don't know.
If I look this up and some asshole named
It's the
Jack
fruit of his labor.
like found it, I'm gonna be mad.
Jackfruit. I wonder what that is.
What's up? It comes from it's in derived from. Wait, no, that's a language. I don't know. Portuguese seem to be into them.
Do you think it's short for Jackson fruit?
No, I don't actually. It's in Southeast Asia, like an island thing, a tropical one.
It's a species of a fig, a mulberry, and breadfruit family. What's a breadfruit? Ew. Some of those like nasty bumpy fruits.
But that's what a durian's like. Imagine a breadfruit, but it's like even spikier.
Wow, those are ugly. I wouldn't eat one of those.
Or they smell like vomit too. So
You ever eat a mulberry? Those are good.
no, but I did walk up to my doorstep the other day, and there was a dead mole. I'm not like.
Oh, that happens sometimes. They die.
I think that was my new cat's first kill. I'm kind of proud of it.
Oh wow, she presented you with a mole. That's cute.
She's too small to be killing shit. Really, like
No, she's a cat. She's growing.
we call her little cat. Like she's just. I don't think she's gonna get much bigger than what she is right now.
She's not that old. She's only well, I don't know how old.
I
I bet she will. I bet she'll get about the same size as the other ones.
Oh no, Sassy's a big ass cat. Sassy's huge.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like, you know, she's only what, maybe 6 months.
No, she's closer to 7 or 8 now.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe. I don't know.
She'll do some growing. She'll get a little bit bigger, but like she's been that size that she is right now for a while. I just don't think.
Mm-hmm.
I also, you know, she didn't get a lot of mama's milk in the beginning, you know.
Oh yeah.
She's an
I mean,
orphan.
maybe.
And you know, I tried to breastfeed
Why
her,
didn't
but
you,
she didn't like it.
I was about to ask why you didn't do your part, but
Oh, you know, I tried to contribute, but she got a little, you know, bitey.
yeah, you don't want that.
I don't have the nipple
You ever
scars.
wish you could breastfeed?
No,
Not like actually suck a nipple, but like squirt milk out.
no, not even a little bit.
Yeah, me either.
Like not even close.
Be inconvenient.
Inconvenient. It'd be kind of funny
Inconvenient.
because like,
It'd be inconvenient because you know you'd be walking around.
but your homie could
like,
piss you off,
'cause
and then
I-
like when he sleeps, you could lactate in his eye.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, you know, women aren't constantly. You know, fun fact. Contrary to what you might have heard or might believe, women aren't just walking around. You know, milking at the nips all the time.
Just imagine you walking around the
Yeah.
city and a baby cries, your nips just start fucking. Just,
Yeah,
just
That's what I'm
spewing.
saying. We don't give birth, so how would our bodies know when to milk?
Our bodies don't, so we're good.
What if we did though? Like, do you think we like a baby's cry would like stir our lactationary glands?
No, I think I would just spew in a nut, just like nips and dong all at the same time, just like
Mm-mm.
bang.
That wouldn't work. because
Tell me why it wouldn't work,
It's-
Trey. Tell me why it wouldn't work.
because that would
Let
just
me know.
only encourage pedophiles farther. If they when they fed children, they also nutted. That no, that
I'm
I
done.
don't think that's a good idea.
Don't. You know what's not a good idea? The rest of this conversation. Let's just stop.
Would you drink it?
No. No.
Your own
No.
milk?
Fuck you.
Why not? Why not?
We got the name for the episode though.
What?
Lactating pedophiles.
I feel like that's a thing.
We've also gone, 2 episodes without introducing ourselves. So my name's Trent. What's your name?
Same.
Same. Okay, we're both Trent. I just want to fuck up our names every time, so it's kind of a mystery. It's like nobody will ever know.
Okay.
Not that I want to keep my name a secret. Just like,
You ever hear about a dumb name, like someone with a really dumb name?
yeah. Trent.
Yeah. You know what's even more common than that?
What?
Is it animals with really dumb names? Like people
Like
take
tiger.
too much liberty.
Like what the fuck? Like tiger.
No,
That's a
not
dumb
not like
name.
the species name, but like, why is when you think about a horse, why do you think about it being named like Seabiscuit? It's such a bad name. It's so like Seabiscuit.
No.
Like, there's the old like Roman legend, Greek legend, or whatever that horses are from like sea foam, which still doesn't make sense because I don't think horses swim. But maybe a seahorse, but not a regular one.
Northern Dancer is a horse name. Did you know that?
Ooh, no. But why is a horse? It's not biscuit sized. It's a lot larger.
I mean, sometimes you just want to eat
Would
it.
you rather have one? Wait, would you rather have 100 biscuit sized horses or one horse sized biscuit?
Definitely the horses for sure.
Yeah, right.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
Just a bunch of
man.
tiny. Well, what's the size of a biscuit? Like, what's our average?
Oh, like a nice like a it's your average buttermilk breakfast biscuit.
Okay. These horse names are so bad. We got Northern Dancer, Mr. Prospector. Wait, Neretic,
Secretariat. That's the most boring name on earth.
Neretic, Danzig, Nijinsky, Sadler's Well. Who the fuck is naming these horses?
I'm telling you, it's 'cause horse
Oh,
people
shit.
are crazy.
Oh shit!
Well, not horse people.
All these Mr. Prospector
like
and
horses.
Neretic, Danzig, Nijinsky, and Sadler's Wells are all kids of Northern Dancer. That man is getting around.
Oh, even then, if you look, like I just looked up horse names. I got Secretariat, which is extremely boring. Then there's Man of War or Man of War, War Admiral, and then Seabiscuit.
They're just confused.
And then there's this one. His name is Seattle Salou. This horse's name is his name is just Gulch. And this other one is Thunder Gulch.
Hold on. Oh wait, no, that's actually the trainer's name. I was about to rip into this horse name, but it's
Oh.
just a foreigner.
His horse's name is Swale.
Swale, bro. Lil Swale. That's my rap name, actually.
Little Swale, yes.
So I did a thing that I kind of regret. I saw on a website
What?
like an up and coming SoundCloud rapper. His name's Lil Skies, right? And I had never heard of him, which means he's pretty. He's still under the radar. So I made a point to listen to his first mixtape, and it wasn't great. And now I'm just thinking he's never gonna blow up. So I listened to a bad SoundCloud.
SoundCloud.
It's a
I want
terrible,
to get that checked out.
terrible STD. It's the clap, except for it
Skies.
makes noises so people know that you have it.
Ugh, ew. Okay, am I wrong in thinking he's Okay, I just saw one picture of him. I looked up Lil Skies. And is he like another like alternative druggy rapper?
What does that mean?
Yes or no?
What do you mean by that? I don't know what an alternative druggy rapper is, because that pretty much encompasses
You
every
know, like
rapper
the
ever.
not no not really. It kind of, it's kind of like the zeitgeist right now. You got your little pumps and your Zans and all them.
No, he's a little bit more like, how do I put this? He's a little bit more lyrical than say a Pump. I guess he's closest to Zan.
He's not even little anymore. He's graduated.
Yeah, just Pump.
Okay.
His dad is
I'm
Big
fine with
Pump, so he'll never make it a Big Pump, but he might make it a like.
He could be
bigger
a pump though. Is it like when you hit a certain age, you become pump instead of little pump?
Which kid's name is Bike Pump?
Yeah. Yeah.
I fought with my fucking car tire for like 20 minutes today, trying to put air in it.
Why?
I don't know, because I had this like little hand gun thing that you put.
Wait, you were trying to put air in it?
Yeah,
Why not? Why didn't you just go to a gas station?
I didn't want to leave. And I got this thing for Christmas. It was like it's like you plug it into your cigarette lighter and it generates air and you just plug it in. Except for like,
That's pretty cool. Actually.
I couldn't get it on the fucking nozzle, and you actually have to like turn the entire gun upside down to screw it in. So I fought with it. I was getting real pissed off, and then I just like started
That's too
turning
much.
it. I mean, I think there's another way to do it, but I just could not figure it out, and I got pissed off. So I just started like vigorously turning the gun upside down over and over
So
again.
the other way to do it is to get like 3 or 4 quarters and go to a gas station.
Yeah, but dude, that was like fucking so like a mile away from my house. I was just like not into it.
Yeah.
Also, it was cold as hell. Had to go in and put on shoes and a jacket, and I was just I was not feeling it.
It wasn't that bad today.
I mean, it was bad enough not to sit out in the cold to fucking pump up your tires if you didn't have a jacket.
Oh yeah. Well, that was your fault for not bringing a jacket.
I
All I know is that so where I live, it's a 20-minute walk away from my first class on Monday and Wednesday, which is at 9:05, and there's no bus that goes there. It is terrible.
a 20-minute walk is pretty much like when I lived at Georgia State. That was pretty much the walk to my closest class.
I cannot stand it.
Yeah, well, suck it up, bitch. You're fun.
Nah, I have to do it 4 times a week.
I had to do it 5.
And I have to take buses from there to my other classes. It's not like I don't have other classes I have to go
Well,
to.
I had to walk
but it's just
30
the bus doesn't run
miles to
that one.
my class uphill both ways, and it snowed every day, and it was still hot. So fuck you and your class. How about that?
Well, how about I just drop out, man?
Do it, bitch. Who needs education?
Bet you won't. Bet you won't.
Bet you won't.
Bet you won't drop out.
Bet.
When did that become a thing? When did bet?
I feel like I have that same like internal conversation every time something gets big. It's like, where the fuck did that come from?
Bet.
And also,
Well, bet's been a thing forever.
well, I mean, yeah, but like as a saying, like in its current form, I wouldn't say forever. No.
I mean, it's been at least a few years, right?
No, not. I mean, we probably get stuff. Like I've gotten to the point where I just lump Macon and Atlanta in together. Like we're just South Atlanta, because like everything we do is just Atlanta, but a little bit later. Like all of the trends, the music, it's all just Atlanta, you know.
ATL.
So I'm declaring Macon South Atlanta right now.
Okay, I'll take it.
We live in Atlanta. But like if I was in New York, somebody's like, "Where are you from?" I'm like, "South of Atlanta." I just.
Well, yeah, you would say south of Atlanta because they wouldn't know where Macon is.
But Macon's not Macon is probably.
No, no one would know that though. I mean, there's town. I mean, if you knew every town with 100,000 people or more in it, and we don't even have that.
Yeah, but we've done some shit.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I bet like Macon is as big as like Milwaukee or something like that.
No, no way.
Milwaukee's not a fucking. It's not a.
There are millions of people in Milwaukee. There's at least 1 million people that live in Milwaukee, I think.
1.5 million. No,
Million and a
Well,
half.
that's
I think it's a million.
that's
and a half, actually.
Milwaukee and everything around it. The city itself is 500
The,
million.
the entire metropolitan area.
Yeah. But, like, nothing ever happens there. Shit has happened in Macon, right?
I'm sure more shit has happened in Milwaukee than Macon.
It's Wisconsin. They fucking make cheese. Like, what could possibly happen there? That's interesting.
Cheese. Is there? I mean, that's something right there.
It's okay. I don't like sharp cheddar, and they're really into that.
Oh, is that what they do? I'm not a big cheddar guy. It's got its place, but like, I'll usually go for like a white cheese.
Yeah, it's just too strong, Not into it.
I mean, it's great on Mexican food. Like homemade tacos or something like that. Cheddar's good because you got a bunch of other strong flavors in there, and it's good on like a chili dog or something.
I don't
with a
like
little
cheese on
shredded
my hot
cheddar on
dogs.
it. Well,
I don't know. I just
Macon
Macon is not like
it's good on a burger.
like okay. Of the other cities in Georgia, you got like Columbus, and Augusta, and Savannah. Like I think Macon is probably better known.
Savannah's definitely more well known than Macon.
Okay, under Atlanta and Savannah, there's Macon. Like, and not everybody knows it, obviously, and not a whole lot of people know it. But Macon is not like a tiny town, like
I might guess Athens over Macon, actually.
nah. But, I mean, people know UGA, but not like.
That's the thing; they would know it because it's just the town around UGA.
Well, here's the thing. Do you know what city the Patriots
Yeah.
are from?
New England.
Do you know what state the Patriots are from?
No, I don't pay attention to NFL.
Well, people don't pay attention to UGA either.
Yeah, but people do actually.
No, I bet
Yes.
all the money that my family has ever earned that more people know about the Patriots than UGA.
But no, I'm saying in my case particularly, I just don't watch the NFL. I don't know the last time I watched
We're
an
talking
NFL
about people,
game.
not you.
But there are people who are seriously invested in college football.
Yeah, but even
So asking me if I know what state the New England Patriots are from isn't a valid
yeah,
comparison.
but like people are like, okay, if I'm really investing like Fresno State or or like I love Oregon football. People don't know this.
Fresno's not a state.
Fresno State University. Sorry. Like I am a diehard what is it? UCS? Yeah.
You have
I almost said USC.
that one.
Diehard UCF fan.
University of South Florida.
No, I think it's California. Let's something. Yeah, we'll just go back to Oregon. I'm a diehard Oregon fan. You don't
I thought you were a UCF fan.
know UCS, but I am a UCF fan.
What is UCS?
Maybe it is USC. We're falling apart.
But what is it? What is
California.
it? University of South Columbia.
Oh wait, no, that's Carolina. USC is University of South Carolina. What is UCS?
Oh, you're talking about South California? Is that what you're talking about?
Well, UCS doesn't exist. I'm making shit up. USC. USC.
University State College. That's it.
Yep, you got it.
Okay, but no, I think people. I don't know. Athens and Macon are on the same level, but I don't think we'll be able to argue for it one way or the other. So, what do you think about Parmesan cheese? I don't know.
I know you like it more than I do. Oh, bro.
Parmesan cheese. Okay, well, here's the thing.
Bro.
What do you like the powdered cheese?
Yeah, I do. But only because I grew up with it. I think
Okay,
if I
well-
tried that right now for the first time, I'd be like, yeah, fuck this.
What are you doing? What are you going?
Dude, I had
What's
that New York
that
style pizza, bro.
Oh shoot!
Bro, it was so good.
That's alright.
Nah, bro. I had the hot dogs. I had the pizza, bro. I had the bagels.
You got the hot dogs on the pizza. You are a
No,
sick
no,
freak.
no,
you
no,
know?
no.
Dang, bro.
Bit.
Dang,
I
bro.
use Eat Buds.
Dang.
I use Eat Buds.
Eat but oh.
Shout out to a joke nobody's
How
gonna
you gonna
get
misspell
because nobody
earbuds?
watches the
How
podcast.
you gonna misspell earbuds and then crack on how other people say
Listen, it was a
headphones?
fucking autocorrect.
How you gonna? You autocorrect. Why would it autocorrect Why would it autocorrect ear to eat?
But probably because I didn't hit the R.
That's not autocorrect. That's just you mistyped. That's called a typo.
But it autocorrected to the wrong thing.
People that say autocorrect instead of typo, those are the worst people.
Okay.
Why would it autocorrect to the wrong thing?
T and
You said
R,
you just didn't hit the R?
You know what? I fucked up. I'm sorry. T and
Yeah,
R are
you
right
hit
next
the
to
R
each other
instead
on
of
the
the T.
keyboard.
They're right
bitch.
next to each other. That's not autocorrect though. That's not even a correct at all. That's a manual wrong.
You done?
That's what you
You
did.
done?
Yeah, I'm done now.
So I had everything that New York is famous for. I had the bagels. I had the pizza, the hot dogs, bro. There's a new
Did you throw a body in the Hudson River?
no, but I did go to Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah. Well.
You know what you should do?
What?
Watch the second season of Daredevil.
Oh, I'm not gonna do that. Come on now. I started watching that Black Mirror show.
No,
You ever see that
it's
one?
so bad.
Yeah, I didn't think it was bad. I watched that one
It's
episode. Did you see the first one?
trash. No, here's my problem. I've seen one episode of Black Mirror, and
Which one?
it's the one where the dude, like, okay, so the premise is like, much like every other fucking Black Mirror episode, is like dystopian future where we have to sit down.
That's the whole point of the series. That is the whole point of the series. So yes.
Not
Okay.
not necessarily. It's not not.
Yeah. That's the point of the series. It's supposed to be a self-contained episode about what they think could potentially happen in the future, but they're all a different universe.
Okay, you're more traditional. Like we're all in. We all have to sit down and we just do the fucking stationary bikes. And I don't know what the purpose. I don't,
Oh, episode 2. That's okay. I'm watching that right now.
Okay, trash, absolute dog shit, trash,
Yeah.
bad.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not too wild about that one either.
So here's the thing. I'm sure there are some.
I like the first one though.
I'm sure there are some okay episodes of Black Mirror, and I guess it's an interesting concept to give each episode to a different director and have them create their own story. But what that results in is a really hit or miss series that's just a bad Twilight Zone.
I don't know about bad, but
I mean, there's a couple of good episodes, but I do
Yeah.
not have to. I don't want to have to wade through those really shit episodes to get to the good ones. And
well, there's not a lot of episodes.
I mean, how many seasons?
The first season had 4.
You know, it's
I think they all have 4 except for one has 6.
Is it British?
And no, 2 of them have 4. One has 3, and one has 6. It's the first 2 seasons are British, and then I think the 2 after that are Netflix. Wherever they did it, I don't know.
They're bringing the IT crowd over to America.
They're bringing The Office back, right? Netflix.
Oh no, it's not a Netflix exclusive, is it?
Oh no, I think it's the network.
Okay,
actually,
I'm glad
right?
because Netflix makes some really good shit. Don't get me wrong, but when Netflix brings a TV show back, they usually don't do very good with it. I.e., Arrested Development, which I heard was bad. I don't know if it's actually bad, and Fuller House, which is garbage, garbaggio, bro.
Oh, Fuller House.
Fuller House is not good. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Apparently, Rainn Wilson said that he's not sure about if The Office is even coming back or not.
Well,
and that was 2
I
days
knew
ago.
it was still in talks. Like I knew it wasn't official. People like hopped on it too quick. And the problem is like they probably couldn't get John Krasinski. What's his name?
Yeah, John Krasinski.
Yeah, I don't think they could get him back.
Why not? What's he doing?
I don't know. He did a couple of movies, and he's also doing the
He's also doing Emily Blunt. So
yeah, right. He has another TV show right now. I think it's a TV show version of another, like a movie.
he was in the Benghazi movie.
Yeah, that's his.
Oh,
yeah, he's in Jack Ryan. He's doing the Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan right now. But he's also done movies like
he went to Brown. He lives in New York.
doing movies like Detroit and that the fucking Benghazi 13 Hours and shit like that. Like he's pretty successful post office, which is hard to do.
you want to know some shit?
What's up?
All right, so Kobe Bryant, right?
Yeah.
Like everybody knows Kobe. Right?
Yeah.
So you think like that man has been in the NFL a long time. He's had an
NFL?
entire career. He's worth in VA, same
She'll
thing.
let you go.
He's had an entire career. He's played 20 years. He's got millions and millions of dollars. How old do you think he is?
Kobe Bryant is 36 years old.
Well, he's 39. Okay. Like, can you imagine that?
How
He's got a long time left.
to be alive or to be in the
And
NBA?
No, he's done with the NBA, but to be alive. He's 39 only. I mean, there are people that don't start the career they're going to, work in for the rest of their life until they're well past that.
I mean, that's the sports thing. You peak younger, and then it's just like you fizzle out as you go.
He didn't really fizzle out though. I think he got like 80 points in his last game.
Not fizzle out, but he was his apex athlete. Like that's the height of his career, and then now it's just like living like that's just how athletes work.
I think he's getting a show on he's getting like I'm not sure what network it is, but like a analysis type show I think he's getting.
Yeah, I can see that. And like even if you're really good, you can still get sponsor deals. Not sponsor. What is it? Like if you're really
sponsorships? Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan, or like Herschel Walker still gets, like, he still does commercials for the ESPN around college football time. And I'm sure he gets enough money to be comfortable from that.
I mean, Shaq is still well, what's that shit he does? Go Bun. That's what Shaq sounds like.
Yeah, he's real tall too.
He's 7'1".
That's not. Speaking of 7'1", there's a bitch at the fucking Brockhampton concert that was 7'1".
Like actually?
No, but he was fucking. He looked. It's like if Game of Thrones had an episode where you got to see like the life of a giant. It was like a 19-year-old giant from Game of Thrones. He kind of looked like it too.
Why Game of Thrones?
What?
Why Game of Thrones?
Because the giants looked like him, or he looked like the giants.
The giant.
There are giants in Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay, yeah, north of the wall.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
yeah. Well, there's one.
Well, I mean, I like to assume there's probably more than one somewhere, or
yeah, they got one on board with them.
Yeah, well, spoilers. I'm mad about it. We'll just say that. I was real sad when it happened.
What? Because he died?
He's super dead.
Yeah.
That wasn't, of all the spoilers you could get in the Game of Thrones, it's probably one of the more mild ones you could receive.
Yeah. You ever see someone that's like, you think they would go on to be like a super famous star, like leading actor or actress or whatever, and they just kind of don't?
Give me an example.
Like you remember what's the girl from Star Trek? Maybe it was Star Trek 2, the blonde one.
I think it's the first one, the one that got kind of naked.
Yeah, Alice Eve. I always figured, I was like, she'll probably be like one of the next big, actresses or whatever. I don't think I've ever seen her since then.
What's her name?
Alice Eve.
I just couldn't help but notice you knew that name right off the bat.
Yeah, it's because I binged Craig Ferguson videos.
Who's that?
Craig Ferguson? He had the late show after.
Oh, yeah. Super foreign.
Yeah, he's Scottish.
Yeah, she's fine. Hold on. Let me.
He's Scottish. Oh yeah,
she's doing her thing. I guess she's doing indie movies.
Or like John Krasinski is up on my screen looking at me.
She's in the first
he's in
episode
movies,
of the
but he's
second
not
season of
a
Iron
superstar,
Fist,
yeah.
so that's something. She's got a mini series on TV. I mean, she's still working. Nothing big though.
Like we don't. Who are the big movie stars right now?
I don't know. They're starting to drop. They fucking got my man James Franco.
What they do to him?
He's got some allegations.
Oh, like sexual misconduct.
Yeah, I'm just starting to like. Whenever I try to be that guy. It's like I'm gonna wait until, innocent until proven guilty kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you get a Aziz Ansari, and then sometimes you get a Harvey Weinstein. You never know because like Harvey is like undoubtedly guilty, but like, it can be blown up. It's just one of those situations.
Yeah. Well, I think the Aziz Ansari thing really blew up in reverse. Like everybody got mad at the girl instead of.
Yeah, but if the girl made a better accusation, a more believable accusation, then it would have been Aziz is a rapist.
Well, I'm not saying I don't remember if she actually lied or not. I think it was just like it wasn't really sexual assault. That's the thing.
Well, but here's my problem with the James Franco one. He showed up to the Golden Globes or something like that with a "Time's Up" pin, which is like the new slogan behind the whole movement, and he wore black, like he was a part of it, and he was showing his support. And then some allegations came out from a girl, and he went like he did a talk show shortly after for the Disaster Artist or something like that, and they were asking us like, well, it was kind of it was a hard hitting interview. Somebody's asked us like, what's your response to the allegations? He's like, well, I don't know what I don't know if he said I don't know what the allegations are, but he's like, I don't like it didn't happen, but if something did happen, like I'll take responsibility. I'll do what I need to do to fix it, or I'll do what I need to do to make it right. But he was like, I don't think anything happened. I don't think they're true or whatever. I'm probably butchering I'm not quoting him or anything. And then they had a women's march, which I was in New York for, and a bunch of celebrities like Scarlett Johansson came out and called his ass out. It's like, I want my pin back. Like, you don't know what the situation, like that's a, guilty until proven innocent kind of thing. You can't do that.
Yeah.
I don't care what the situation is. Like, you cannot do that. I'm not saying don't believe victims coming out, and I'm not trying to like spin the narrative and be like you shouldn't come out and start talking shit. Like you should, if someone like that happened, you should definitely go talk to somebody. But you also can't just instantly jump on the person that are receiving the accusations, and assume they did it, which proof. They very well could have, or they could have. You don't know. That's why you can't just do that. You can't.
You said they could have, or they could have.
Did I? I don't even remember.
Yeah, I know what you meant though.
But
you meant they definitely did it, and we should just jump on them.
Yeah, like fuck you. It's just. Also, it's really. I almost said it. I don't like when celebrities get too political, but I can't say that because if they're political in a way I like them to be political, then I don't mind. And that's just.
Yeah, I used to not like that, but at the same time, I think anybody can be as political as they want. It's just who you choose to listen to. So
pretty much, and like when you have that platform, like it's not a bad idea that you like. At first, I was when Leo won his Oscar, I was like really annoyed that he spent the entire time talking about climate change. Then I'm like, that's the biggest stage he gets to speak in a live environment. Like he can put out a documentary and nobody watches it, but people watch the Oscars. And he's gonna use that opportunity. I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
Has he been in anything? He was a movie star. He was like a movie star.
Yeah, I know. What else would he be? What are you trying to say?
Well, that's what I'm saying. We were saying there's not a whole lot of them. I don't know if he still is. I don't know if he's been.
There aren't a whole lot of movie stars. What are you talking about?
Like, like we don't have. Who's like the James Dean of now?
Of right now, I don't know. It's probably
We have like Ryan
Gosling
Gosling.
is who I was thinking. I mean, he's had two.
Um,
I mean, I wouldn't call Blade Runner a huge movie because it didn't do very good at the box office, but that's like a critically acclaimed, supposed to be blockbuster. And then he had La La Land. Like he's doing big stuff, and that's like everybody knows who Ryan Gosling is.
that's what I'm saying. There's him. Do you know of any other like superstars?
I just don't think you pay attention as much as other people. I mean, there's like Brie Larson. That's the female that popped
Who?
in the head. She's Captain Marvel, but she was also in the new King Kong movie. She was in a movie called Room that was really big.
Oh, you're right. I'm just out of touch. Okay, I've never heard of this person.
You've never seen her face at all?
I looked her up. I have heard the name, but her face is incredibly
Looks
unfamiliar.
like Jennifer Lawrence. Like, you know that. Even though she's kind of
Yeah, I know
fell
her.
off, she's starting to do her indie movie thing a little bit more.
Silver Linings Playbook
It's
is a
so
movie.
good. It's really good. She's doing the X-Men thing right now, which I don't know.
Brie Larson's named after a cheese.
Think she is? You think the parents are like, you know what? I had some Brie this morning at the hospital. They had it in the cafeteria. She was good. Let's name the baby Brie.
I think so. I think that's what happened.
Do you think anybody actually waits until the baby is born to name it anymore, or do you think just everybody's got that shit figured out?
Especially with ultrasounds, you can tell what gender it is.
Well, yeah, I think they've been able to do that for a while.
Yeah, that's about you. You couldn't always do that.
When could you start successfully? Well, even then, I bet they had a male and a female name.
Yeah, it'd be like if it's a male, we'll name him, Bon Jovi or something. It's a girl, we'll name her like Jennifer.
Yeah. Hopefully, she's a girl.
But how mad would you be if your first name was Bon Jovi?
My name is Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
Okay, and my last
One
name
word.
is
Your last name is nothing.
yeah,
You don't
it's
have
just
one.
nothing.
You're one of those you're like
My,
Prince.
my last name is 3 underscores.
Yeah. That'd be a sweet name. Can you do that? Can you have an underscore in your name legally?
I don't know. You can have apostrophes.
Yeah.
Let's see. Punctuations
I don't know about an underscore though.
in names.
Or what about other weird signs? Like, could you, like, can you put a colon in somebody's name?
Like my name is TREN semicolon T apostrophe.
No, like, or like, my name is Babe, Destroyer of Uterus, or something like that. I don't know.
You have a subtitle. This is my first
the
name. This is
colon.
my subtitle. My middle name is this. My last name, and then my tagline. Please print your full name on the test packet.
Can you put an ampersand in there?
What is that?
Or like a percent sign?
Oh.
An ampersand is the and sign.
How do you spell that?
Like, exactly like it sounds.
Ampersand. Oh, that's not a
Wait,
percent. Fuck me. That's not a percentage sign. That's an and sign.
That's what I said.
I thought you said percent.
I said an ampersand or a percent sign.
Oh, my bad.
Or a dollar sign or a hashtag. Or anything that you can press shift and then one of the numbers on the
Do
keyboard.
you know what the little house sign is?
A carrot?
Yeah, that's weird.
I don't know what the other one. Well, I don't know what the sideways ones are called though.
What do you mean by that?
The sideways ones, they're next to they're between question mark and M on the keyboard.
Oh, those are
You know,
just
if
like
you
greater than
press
less
shift
than.
on the. Oh yeah, okay. I only know carrot because so she said it in MATLAB. I have to take MATLAB. It's like a program for math. So I had to take that. class, and she said carrot. I didn't know it till like last week.
So the way this is,
No idea.
and I think this is more math than anything. It's referring to quotation marks as prime, like prime 1, prime 2. You know.
Yeah, I think that sounds a little
What's a
mathy.
ditto mark?
A ditto.
Mark. The ditto mark is
What's
a
the
type.
squiggle called again? Like, okay, without looking it up, what's the squiggle called?
Squiggles McGee. No, it's a
Squiggle
tilde.
tilde. Yeah, yeah. We got.
I looked it up. It's
Came
right
to
here.
my-
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh, you bastard!
It was right here.
came
How
to
could
my-
I not? You said don't look it up. I didn't look it up. I just looked. And I didn't
You
look
looked.
up. I looked down. The fuck
Were you
you?
looking at the ground? Were you looking
No.
at the ground?
I was actually looking at the screen.
So you were looking up. All right. So you looked
Do you
up.
think
from
do you
the
think
ground at the
looking
screen.
like level with the ground is up?
I don't usually look level with the ground, so I don't know. I try not to look down on people. I don't know.
You can't
why
look down on
you're so
nobody.
up on your high horse.
It's a short joke.
Yeah, you're short.
You know, I'm average. I'm like between 5'9" and 6 foot.
I think it's slightly tall, but yeah, probably within average.
What was a basis point? I was like this
you ever
podcast
see-
has devolved into talking about punctuation marks.
You ever see that show Cheers?
No.
Like, you ever watch old sitcoms?
No, I don't like sitcoms. Even though I watch some of them with my parents.
really?
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. If it's like if it's a one
Yeah,
camera
I see
sitcom,
that.
it's got a laughing track. I'm just not like, you know.
Do you like Seinfeld?
I've never really watched Seinfeld. Like I've watched a few episodes, but I've never like sat down and like I'm gonna watch Seinfeld. So
Okay, yeah, I understand that. It just, it's one of those things that was always on TV, So it probably still is.
if you think
I
about the
don't know.
name sitcom, that can really encompass a lot of
Situational comedy, maybe?
That can encompass so many shows. Like that's not really
Is that what it
yes.
is? Oh, sweet.
like I don't know. I started watching Atlanta on the plane. On the plane back from New York, I watched the first 4 episodes of Atlanta.
Wouldn't call that a sitcom.
Fucking good. Yeah, exactly. That's why I was watching it. It was so good.
Yeah, it's a good show.
But I can't find the rest of it because I don't have Hulu. And apparently FX now doesn't have access to their own fucking show. So
I cannot stand proprietary video hosting sites. I just don't like them. Just use the same thing everybody else uses.
see,
Otherwise, I'm just not going to watch
I'm
your
okay
show.
with it because I don't have to pay for it because my parents have TV, so I can just log in with my cable account, and boom, I got it.
Then just put them all on Then Cox should have a website that you can access all the
They
channels
do.
easily.
It's called
through,
On Demand.
that you have to pay
No.
for, or you have to watch ads,
I mean,
which is still I don't want to do.
you,
If I'm already paying.
I want a perfect world where everything ever created on TV is in one spot with no ads. That's what you're asking for right now.
If I'm paying for cable, yeah,
I'm not paying for shit.
yeah, neither am I. That's why
Well,
I'm watching.
it's a good idea. It's
I
like
don't have cable.
the channel is providing a way to go watch their shit, not have to wait for it.
Yeah,
But
but
you're already
I'm
paying
saying,
for it, so they're not charging you extra. Like I'm okay with that.
I just don't like that they have it on their own site. I just wish Cox would have. You can't access on demand online. I don't think. Can you?
What do you mean?
I think it's just channel 1
Wait, what?
on demand. I haven't used it in a long time, in years.
I mean, with
But,
a smart TV.
last time I used
mean,
it, it
it's,
was just
it's
you
kind of a
went
newer thing.
I mean, there's been on demand for a long time. It was just channel 1, at least on the TV we had.
I don't remember. I never used it. I mean, there was always like a menu, as far as I remember.
Yeah, it was the same menu. You could press the on demand button on the remote, or for us, we could go to
So I'm
channel
also
1.
an HBO kid, and usually HBO's got something good on, so I'm not. Yeah.
See, we didn't have HBO. We just had cable.
My dad's got an affinity for HBO. Like he grew up with it.
HBO is great. Even like old HBO hasn't been around that long.
I mean, it's been
But
around
old,
since
even
the 80s.
maybe late 80s at the
He
earliest.
said he's had
I
it since
think.
he's 12.
I think 90s.
HBO started.
Oh, 72.
Yeah,
Okay.
I thought it was older, but
I just know the first show I remember hearing about from HBO was Oz, and that was not 80s.
yeah, but well, I mean that's not HBO didn't start with original television. It was just movies. Well, if
Oh,
you think about
okay.
it, HBO is kind of the king of TV because
Yeah, home box
that was the
office.
only way to watch movies after they left the theater. So that's one thing. They're the king
Mm-hmm.
of the biggest, the highest grossing sport, boxing, or it used to be the highest grossing sport. Um, and then they also had huge comedy specials, and now they have huge original programming. So like they fuck
Oh
everything
yeah,
up. Like nothing is.
Oz. The first few seasons of Oz were great.
And that's the TV show. That's the prison show, right?
The Wire's good. Wire. I mean, everybody talks about The Wire. Yeah, well, Oz is prison.
Everybody talks about The Wire, The Sopran. Wait, no, that's Showtime. Never mind.
No, Sopranos
Oh,
is
you're right. You're
HBO.
right. You're right. First episode of Oz aired in 1997.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking it was a '90s originally created. I forgot they did the movies thing because it stands for home box office, so that does make sense.
But yeah, I've always loved HBO. Just something about it.
What? I don't see the point of Showtime.
What the fuck are you talking about? You know what the point of Showtime is? Californication, bitch. Shut up.
You're right. You're
Talk shit
right.
about Showtime.
I mean, I at least see the point of Skinamax.
Is that a
But
Showtime thing?
No, Skinamax is Cinemax, but
Oh, okay.
they have a lot of like softcore porn.
I think I
so.
actually I was spending the night at my uncle's house or something like that, and they had Cinemax, and I watched this weird caveman softcore porn. It was really weird. I was really young too.
Not no construction
It's way
clothes.
Oh, okay, let me tell you the point of Showtime. Shameless. Right now, it's Shameless. Yes.
Shameless. What is
Shameless
that?
is like the big
Oh,
Showtime
show.
show.
What's it about?
It's like Always Sunny, but a little bit more serious. They're like poor people, and they're just terrible fucking people. Essentially, it's just like how bad can they get?
Speaking of Always Sunny, have you seen the ads for Glenn Howerton's new show, AP Bio?
AP Bio.
Yeah, that's the name of his show. I'm assuming he's an HB. He's an AP biology teacher.
Shout out to our AP biology teacher.
Yeah, you better say his name. Yeah.
Oh.
But the premise of the
he
show
leaving?
is that he's still a terrible person. I don't think it's been confirmed or denied yet. But probably if he's in the next season, he will be. Well, I think they're taking a year break for the next season. I'm not sure. But if he's in it, I don't know
He'll probably be. I mean,
how
Sweet
much
Pea
he will
does,
be.
that the Mick, which is also a show where she's a terrible person. Like they're essentially playing the same character but in a different show.
Yeah, because in the new one, like the ad for it, he's like he gets in and he gets in there like, oh, you can make the kids do whatever you want, and he gets in there and he tells the kids like, all right, I want you to all write anonymous like sexual messages to my arch nemesis,
Oh, God.
so that he can like get him in jail, I guess, for kitty for fraternizing with the
How
underage.
bad could it possibly be? It's on NBC.
What, AP
Yeah.
Bio? Sure, it won't be terrible, but I mean that like I think usually those kind of restrictions are more about like explicit content, like showing nudity or saying, the big bad words,
That's what makes it
as
interesting.
opposed to like what the subject matter is about.
I imagine people get pretty pissed off if it's that bad.
Yeah.
The new Joji song is not good.
I just don't listen to him, so I don't know.
Joji came out. Okay, we're
I didn't watch
I'm
the Frank or listen to the Joji.
kind of mad that they named it a Joji song, like it's under Joji's name, because it's really just an 88 Rising song. Like it's got uh, uh, Rich Brian, or Rich Tiga, if you still know him like that. Triple Red, which isn't part of 88 Rising, but they had to have a big name in there. Joji, Chris Wu, like a bunch of 88 Rising kids are in it. It's just not good.
Are they all Asian?
Yes, it's an Asian label.
Okay. I'm fine with that. I'm just wondering. I just threw out a bunch of names I knew were Asian people. So.
What? Chris Wu doesn't sound Asian? He's actually Italian.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, my roommate has got terrible taste in music. I feel sorry.
No, I feel sorry for you because you actually let him fucking play it out loud, and you have to listen to it.
I just put headphones in.
You're
I go in another room.
no. You're conforming. You're conforming. You're letting him do it to you.
No, actually, sometimes it's useful. Like if I'm trying to study, and he puts it on, like sometimes it's like, man, it's like because I want to pay attention to other stuff, but it's just so boring that I don't. It's like it's more interesting to just study than to listen to it. So it'll force me to study.
You have a weird way of thinking, but that's if it works like that for you, good. I'm glad.
I don't think that's too weird.
Yeah, that's
like,
weird.
If there's something interesting going on in the background, you'll tune in on it. But if it's something incredibly boring, like, every song sounds the same, then, you'll just tune it out and pay attention to something else. In my case, study.
I've never really studied. I still don't.
I wish.
I studied a little bit. Like I'll read over something before I take the test. Like that's pretty much it.
For me right now, it's not studying. It's getting me just like reading and annotating poems, which it's not a lot of homework. I only have to do it twice a week, but I just can't fucking stand it. Oh, I can't stand poetry.
Is that 1101 for you?
It's 1102.
Cool, you got to skip. Wait. Second semester. You already took 1101.
No, that's good.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
I got to pass it. I did well enough on the AP exam that I didn't have to take the class.
My 1102 out of the way in my first semester.
I wish. I wish
so much.
I'd gum my mouth and it went right into my front teeth when I was trying to talk, and I tried to make the shh noise, but there was gum there, so I kind of did one of those.
When that happens.
Yeah, it happens best. You ever feel like you ever just play with paper clips?
When I was young, I guess.
I mean, they're just a fun thing to diddle with because you can make a little point out of them, or you can make like a stamp. Like I got this paper clip right now in just a primo shape, and it's pretty much anything I want it to be.
Did you just like wear it down to where it bends easy?
No, just bend it somehow. Looks like a modern art sculpture.
So it just looks shitty.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a paper clip. So, here. Speaking of art, quote unquote, what do you think is worse, or what do you think is better? So it doesn't. You're not biased on thinking they're both negative. Clown or mime?
Mime for sure.
You like mimes better?
It's more impressive. It takes skill, especially if it's like a really good one. Like, I'd still be impressed.
Huh. That's surprising. I figured you would hate mimes.
Me? No, I'm not.
Yeah, you seem like a mime
heartless.
hater. Oh, I hate mimes.
What? What's your issue?
That's so pretentious. I fucking hate mimes. I don't like clowns either, though. So.
I mean, clowns are. Like, what's the point of a clown? If you say it's to be funny,
I don't know.
Because there's never been a funny clown.
I mean, you always hear about clowns getting hired for like kids' birthdays.
Yeah, that
parties,
doesn't.
you know?
I mean, that's just.
Have you ever heard of that happen in real life?
Have
you ever heard someone be like, "Man, my kid's turning 8. I need a clown."
I've never heard of that.
What?
Yeah, that you've got problems if you're doing that shit.
Your kid's got problems if he likes
Exactly.
clowns. Tell you that.
What did I just say? How do you spell auxiliary?
Like aux, like oh, that was dumb. You mean like like okay? Here's a question: does aux cable or aux cord does that stand for
I
auxiliary?
think so. I could be wrong for that.
Wait, did
Yeah,
you say
I think
yes?
so. Right?
Okay. Okay. Then I'm glad I didn't, because I was about to say aux, like for aux cord, but if that's what it stands for, that would have been stupid. But it's AUXILIARY.
Did you look that up or
No, I just know it.
AUXILIARY? Okay, yeah, I'll buy it. Buy it for $1.
Might have been wrong because I had to spell it out loud. What's so hard about? Why is spelling out loud so
There's just
hard?
a lot going on.
Or
'Cause
reading
you're
out
like,
loud at all?
you're visualizing the word, then you're thinking of the letter, and then you're vocalizing the sound that is assigned to the letter.
And the letters don't make. The letters have a different name than the sound they make.
Yeah, A.
You know.
I mean, sometimes like vowels.
Yeah. I mean, like, but like, okay, it's usually how it starts. Like S starts with an E sound. But when you say it, it just is.
Well, you can actually spell out the names of letters in Spanish, which is weird. Like ese is S, and it's ESE.
Oh, okay. Okay, so they're actual words.
Yeah, it's weird. Or I could be wrong. I could have been taught wrong, which is very possible, given the Spanish teachers I've had.
Oh, come on. El Español se matan. Way.
That was fucking.
E.
We'll call this quits soon.
Muy. Ne. Panimayam druga.
That was that a mixture of French, Spanish, and Dothraki?
No, that was just Russian pronounced terribly.
Oh. Speak Russian to me.
Yeah, so we don't understand each other.
All right, let's just call it quits. We'll probably do another one Friday. How's that sound?
Okay. I think Hayden's coming here Friday, so I don't know if I will be able to.
Okay.
But...
Well, we'll figure it out. Probably this weekend or something.
Yeah.
We're saturating the market. Saturation.
1 through 3.
Saturation.
Brockhampton. Yum.